America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Remain standing for the prayer. Uncover, please. Heavenly Father, we humbly beseech Thee, bless those assembled. We pray for your guidance in our deliberations, that we may exemplify the principles and the purposes of our task. There's much to be done, so we pray for your blessing. Be our silent, watchful guardian, and bless us with your presence and assist us with the counsel. Make this our sacred mission to honor those who selflessly gave without hesitation. Let their sacrifice not have been in vain. In God's name, amen. Recover, you may be seated. ¿Quién viene?
Roque Vela.
Awesome. Is he outside or inside the building?
Out of the hospital.
Is he inside the building?
Yeah.
Awesome. At this time, I'd like to announce that we have Mr. Roquevela on the floor. He is present and outside of the hospital. He looks well. Dominguez.
Go ahead and continue.
Mr. Jimenez, can we have roll call, please?
Yes, sir.
American Legion Post 59.
Not present.
Black Widows LTX.
Not present.
She's online.
Present.
Online.
We're present online. Thank you.
Thank you. Catholic War Veterans.
Present.
Disabled American Veterans. LULAC Veterans Council 777.
Present.
Marine Corps League.
Present, sir.
South Texas, Afghanistan, and Iraqi Veterans.
Here.
Texas Military Department Solar and Family Readiness.
Present.
VA Laredo Outpatient Clinic. Veterans of Foreign Wars.
Present.
Webb County Service Office.
He's in Austin.
We have quorum.
Go ahead, continue.
Do we have a motion to accept the minutes for January 13?
Second.
All those in favor say aye. All those opposed say nay. The ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Alvarez. Good morning, warriors.
Morning, sir.
My apologies for being late. Next item on the agenda, we have public comments. Marshall, do we have anybody signed up?
If anyone has something to say.
Anybody want to say anything? Next item on the agenda, we have communication and announcements by VA Outpatient Clinic representative to discuss an upcoming food drive, NADA service, vouchers, and lab walk-ins.
Hi, good
Crystal.
morning. My name is Crystal Cavido for the VA, for the record, representing the VA. A couple things that we do have currently happening is we do have a food drive tomorrow. The flyers are here. We also posted them and I send them through the text for everybody. Please make sure that veterans are aware that they are more than welcome to come. Just if they're not able to come, they can send a family member with their ID, whether they're working or not able to be here, so a family member could pick up for them. We could only do 3 per vehicle. So if you're more than 3 in a vehicle, please make sure that you're aware that it's 3 per vehicle, 3 veterans per vehicle. But again, we are able to give you, you're not present, just send your family member with an ID. Another thing that we currently have going on in the clinic is the new service for NADA, which is acupuncture. It's a different way of acupuncture. It's a new service that we have. If you would like and you're interested, talk to your provider about that, and they could guide you on the process to get that NADA service. For lab walk-ins, if you do have community care with a lab voucher, you could bring the voucher to our lab. Just go to the lab and give them the prescription for the labs that your provider needs, and we could do them on site. Also for the vouchers, make sure that when you go to a community care provider, that your vouchers are active and that they're not expired. That is extremely important. We don't want you to travel to a community care provider appointment and then you don't have a voucher that is active or that has expired. Also, what we've seen here recently is any procedures that you're gonna have approved by the VA. If you need any prosthetics, walkers, wheelchairs, rollators, that you get that taken care of before you go through the procedure. We wanna make sure that you guys have everything that you need by the time that you get out. So your provider that's doing the procedure, if you're doing an ortho procedure, should be sending an RFS to our providers so we can be able to process that. And that's all I have. Any questions?
Question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mr. Alvarez. Go ahead, Mr. Alvarez. You have a question?
I had a procedure done, head incisions in my back. And I have a active voucher for dermatology.
Okay.
Is it possible to go to dermatology so they can check my back? I can see it.
Okay, can you say that again? I'm sorry.
I had a procedure done
Uh-huh.
Thursday.
Okay.
The incisions are in my back. That's how they went in. How do I check that? I have a voucher for dermatology. Can I use the dermatology voucher to go to dermatology so they can check?
Is it active?
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome.
Any other questions or comments?
One question, sir.
Yes, sir.
Just to clear something up real quick.
Okay.
On the voucher, on the flyer, it says 2 families, but you say 3, which one's
Right.
correct?
We do 3 because we know that a lot of veterans get with your friends, and a lot of times they don't have the right, so we do the exception for 3. But anything after that is a little too much in one vehicle to put, so we want to make sure that you have enough room to be able to put all the produce that they're giving us. So, any other questions?
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? Thank you, Crystal.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is by Veterans Peers Network representative to present Jaime Mendiola with a appreciation plaque for his continued support of veterans events. Randy?
Hey, good morning. Is it good
Morning.
Yes, good morning, Randy Vinola, Veteran Peer Service Coordinator here in our area. So we're gonna present plaques to Mr. Jaime Mendiola, and I'm gonna address Mr. Mendiola. Today, it is my honor to recognize Mr. Jaime Mendiola for his unwavering support of the veteran community. His support and events that raise mental health, wellness, and suicide prevention awareness does not go unnoticed. Jaime, you understand firsthand the challenges our warriors face, and you've never hesitated to step up when called upon. Whether in your role as General Manager of LNF Distributor or as Commander of VFW Post 9194, you have shown exceptional leadership and a genuine commitment to supporting those who have served. Today, we present you with 2 plaques. One, as general manager of LNF Distributors, for always supporting the events, being more, doing more for our community. And another, as commander for the VFW Post 9194. These plaques represent our deepest gratitude for your leadership, your partnership, and your advocacy for our veteran community. So, join me in recognizing Mr. Hammond.
Yes, sir. My name is Eric Castillo from ECI Project Niños. Partner in crime here with Mr. Randy. We are great advocates here, and I love everything Mr. Jaime Mendiola has done for the Laredo Mud Fiesta and the Trail of Hope, and everything he's done for the veterans in our community. And do I have to stand like this or no?
No, you can just
All right,
say
sorry. My bad. I just want to make sure that they can hear me.
Yeah,
But,
we can hear you.
I was walking down with Mr. Roque Vela right now, and it was great to walk with him over here because this is important meetings. You guys represent our community at a very high standard. You set the discipline, you set the foundation for hard work, and I'm deeply grateful to be a part of this meeting for Randy for inviting me. I know I've never served for my country like that, and I really respect what you guys have done for our community. I represent the community, you know, so I love everything they all do for us, and it's a great honor to be here. And one thing that I wanted to share today with Randy is also talk about the upcoming events that we have for the community and for the veterans, right? And that's something that we want to make sure that we collaborate on to make sure that everybody has the same vision, the same mission, that we're not alone. You guys go through it on daily. There's people in our community that go through it on daily that there's always some time that I feel like alone. And the message that we want to spread this year, and like last year as well, that there's events and there's people and there's community that are out here to support each other during hard times. And the Laredo Mud Fiesta and the Trail of Hope are those kind of events where we set up obstacles and challenges for the community and the veterans to come together to be able to go through these challenges together and understand that we're not alone. That whenever there's an obstacle in front of us in life or in a course that we're gonna have this year, that we can get through it together. That when we're going together in these tough situations, that when you're alone, that I can see that you're alone, that you need a little bit of help, or vice versa, they see me that I need a little bit of help going through those courses, that we can help each other out. That it's not a race. It's more a collaboration to get through our toughest obstacles in life, which are metaphors that we're gonna present in these courses throughout the year. And the Laredo Mud Fiesta is in March 28th. It's gonna be an early event, like we like it early. When it's the race where we embrace life, kind of like when you wake up and you get up and you get on your horses. So the Laredo Mud Fiesta is an analogy and not a metaphor. When you start life, you get up, going on your race. Starts with a little tread, you start running, but then starts to get a little bit difficult as you go through it. There's gonna be areas where you need support. There's gonna be areas where you can do it on your own. But then there's gonna be areas where it's gonna get muddy. Kind of like in life, right? Where there's situations where it does get muddy and you need that extra support. It starts to get slippery, start falling, you start getting heavy. Like in life, we get situations where we're going through, we feel like, oh man, this is tough. I can't get out of this runt. Like you're going through problems here and there. But then we have the support. And in this race, that's what we're trying to make sure that we send that message. That in these tough obstacles that we're going through life, we have that support and we can spot each other. And not be like, no, al rato he'll figure it out. Sometimes we can't figure it out, man. It's not easy. So we need that extra support to like, hey, let me lift you up. Or you lift me up. And last year was a great turnout. I know this year is going to be even greater turnout because the word is getting out there. We're getting a lot of support from a lot of people. This is starting from the grassroots. Right here is just to make an impact. We're here to make an impact in our community with people that are all walks of life. I work with the child, I work with little children, little 0 to 3 years old. And those little kids are gonna be our future one day. A lot of those are gonna be in the military. They're gonna be our, first responders for our country. And I know that when I work with that population, we wanna set them up for success with their mindset, with their abilities to do all kinds of things, with the ability to learn about community, to learn about resources early on in life, because those foundational years are going to make them stronger when they go into these tough obstacles in life. And that's why I'm here today, because I know these, even though it's a different demographic, we're working with veterans and then little children, but everybody in between, we're all a community, we're all a team. And I feel like together we can make a huge difference, and not only in our community, but nationwide. So that's why we're here today, man. And Randy, you want to share any more words?
No, that's basically it. I just want to thank again Mr. Jaime Mendiola. Thank you so much. The VFW Post 9184. Thank you so much for your support. Always standing by. Always doing more for our community. Being out there. This event, the Laredo Mud Fiesta 2.0, it's going to be dirtier. It's going to be intense. But the message remains: you are not alone. If ever it gets tough, remember there's always 988. So whoever's listening out there, we just want to make sure that they get that message. We get that message across. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Mr. Jaime Mendiola, thank you so much. VFW, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. I will keep you posted and updated on the event.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you both. Any other questions or comments?
Comment.
Yes, sir.
Randy,
Monday. Monday.
we have all been through a situation where we need support and help. Keeping with that in mind, I would like to announce Randy was recognized by congressional recognition at the Symphony Sunday.
Yes.
Am I correct?
Yes,
For
alongside you.
for his outstanding work for the community and the veterans. Randy, we appreciate your presence and all your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Randy. Any other questions or comments?
Ms. Councilwoman is present.
Aye. Let the record show that Councilmember Figueroa is present. Albert Hernandez is also present, for the record. Anybody else? Want to make sure that the record recognizes everybody that's present.
Thank you.
Next item on the agenda is by a VFW representative to discuss a recap of VFW activities in the community since the last meeting, as well as future endeavors looking for assistance to find a permanent home.
Yes, Jesus Rivas, VFW for the record. Just recap on the Veterans of Foreign Wars activities in the community over the since we've last met. Well, we were part of the Icon Award where this committee was recognized for their contributions. I don't know if you guys were going to mention that at all, but that was pretty good recognition for what we're doing here at this council, and hopefully we can continue to make it better. But first things first, Mr. Roque, on behalf of myself and the VFW, right, we wish you a speedy recovery back to full health, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Other events that we were included in, we were part of the tiny homes ribbon cutting ceremony. Right? We had representatives there. We had representatives donate items for the tiny homes as well, for those afflicted or needing homes in the community. And our other big event was supporting Martin High School with the HEB firework extravaganza. The Martin High School cadets were, along with Dinora Villarreal, their ROTC instructor, were tasked with all the traffic for the HEB fireworks show. So the VFW showed up in numbers. We showed up to support them. We fed them. We were with them all through we spent all day there with them, right, supporting those kids. So for future endeavors, we We continue to first off seek assistance in finding a permanent home. Specifically, if you could, a request for information, right, from the city council. There was a meeting on January 15th to address abandoned buildings that are on the city, that are unused city properties, right? We couldn't make it, none of our representatives were able to make that meeting, but it was a city meeting from January 15th, and you know, we would like to inquire on the details, because there's a lot of, as you guys know, there's a lot of properties downtown, in the downtown area, or elsewhere, I don't know where else, but that are available that the city's looking to utilize or repurpose to some reason, for some purpose. And we would like to at least enter into that conversation to find a permanent home for us. So if you guys could ask the city for those notes or whatever information came from that meeting, if that's not too much to ask.
You know, Mr. Rivas, as you were speaking about that, it came to my mind just now, it's probably not even there anymore. And if it is, if it's in any kind of condition. What came to my mind is the old National Guard building in South Laredo, or not quite South Laredo. I don't know whether it's still there or not, but if it is, it'd probably be just fit perfect for your operation. Because it has an armory and everything, you know.
Not the one on the loop, right?
No, it's one of the original. I don't remember, it was Green Street or something like that.
Well, there was a whole meeting on this from the city, so that's why I asked to inquire. But I know there's a lot of other properties that we are interested in as well, but we haven't quite found an avenue of approach with the city or a good or a good pathway to secure a building. Right, we're still waiting in the waters.
Any questions or comments? Yes, ma'am.
I can get with you,
Yes, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
yes.
Anybody else?
Other future endeavors. We want to continue to invite the community for February 21st, the WBCA parade. We are the VFW are the parade marshals. We'll have plenty of our members there, but we are inviting the community to come out in number and support everybody that's part of the parade. Again, that's February 21st. Other future endeavors is we're hosting a run, or we're hosting a 5K, a run to remember. I have a flyer here. We got the screen there. You can change the screen for me. Maybe not. It's on.
Once you put it up,
Yeah, I'm sure they'll work on it. The flyer's up here, and I'm sure they'll post it here shortly. But it's going to be on May 23rd, just before Memorial Day. It's a run to remember. Unfortunately, I know you had asked before, you know, you had asked before, for those of us that don't run, it's only a run, but, you know, we do invite the community to come out and walk. You can walk with us afterwards. It's all right. You can come hang out with us. But we'll be there. We are looking for sponsors for that, to be able to partner with organizations in the community. But we do have a sponsorship letter as well available for anybody that's interested in partnering with us. We have an image of what the medal is going to look like for the run. Hopefully, we're looking to make this an annual event. Okay, I covered that. And last item that I have here is I want to invite any foreign war veteran from Afghanistan, Iraq, Bosnia, Middle East, anywhere. We went overseas. Well, our next meeting is going to be February 25th. It's going to be held at 410 Crossroads at the LNF Distributors Building. This is where our temporary home is at, that we're utilizing. Mr. Jaime, our commander, is gracious enough to be able to lend us his conference room back there to host our meetings. In the meantime, while we seek our permanent home. All right. I think that's all I got. Is there any questions from?
Anybody? Questions, comments? Thank you, Mr. Rivas.
All right. God bless
Appreciate
you.
your work. Next item on the agenda is by a 22-0 representative to introduce this new organization and answer any questions. Who's got this one?
Hello again.
Yes, sir.
Hello again. Jesus Rivas for the record. I am, so I mentioned this at the end of the last meeting, right? In passing, I know it was a marathon meeting last time, and it was like the last comment on the last thing at the last hour. But I wanted to give more information on 22-0, and I was gracious. We felt very blessed that Cajun Asset ran, as small a segment as they ran, but they ran us, right? And we were grateful. Well, I'd like to dive a little bit deeper into what 22-0 is, who we are, and what we hope to accomplish here in the community. 22-0 is a national organization. It's already up and running. The website is 220.org. Our goal here is to build a hub here in Laredo to be able to cover all of Texas. So 22-0 is covering nationwide, and what it is, it's a PTSD treatment for law enforcement officers, veterans, first responders, Gold Star families, and Green Star family members. Right? It's very, very broad, very on who we cover and who we're able to treat. We use a process called traumatic healing process and an emotions healing process for follow-up meetings after that. But a lot of times our traumatic events that we've gone through, they're very much attached to our sympathetic nervous system. So when we're thinking about them, when we remember them, or we have flashbacks about something, or whatever our trauma was, right? Our heart rate starts increasing, adrenaline is dropped into the body, cortisol, anxiety rises, all those reactions that we have with PTSD, because it's very much still, that memory is still attached to the sympathetic nervous system. So the goal with the traumatic healing process is to be able to take that event, that trauma that we had, and shift it over to a different portion of the brain and create it and store it into memory. So that the goal is not to forget it. I mean, we're never going to forget some of these traumas that we've been through. But the goal is to be able to continue on with our lives and not be spun out of control when these events rise, or when we have flashbacks or something reminds us or triggers us of these events. And then we go back in there with continued treatments afterwards to address some of these emotions that are attached to it. Now, what makes this process is beautiful is the fact that you never even have to speak about the actual event. You don't have to go into detail. It's not talk therapy, right? Where you have to sit there and describe and essentially relive this event. You, the client, yes, will probably be thinking about what happened through the event, right? But us as the coaches, you're not going to dictate to us what happened, right? And the traumatic healing process, it's available for anybody can go through it. It's 100% free. Is the beauty of it. Is the other beautiful thing about it. You only have to sign. All you have to do is sign up to the 220.org website, and you'll be paired up with a coach. We're hoping to cover all of Texas. We're already partnering up with we opened it up to organizations, but a lot of the ones that are partnering with us right now are religious institutions from El Paso, San Antonio, and other organizations, as well as sponsors that are partnered with us already to try to support the hub that we're building here in Texas. Right now, as it stands, we have about 5 coaches. We're hoping to get some more to join our cause. It's free of charge for the client. Everybody that I mentioned already that it qualifies for treatment, it's 100% free. You don't pay anything to sign up. We don't charge your insurance. We don't talk to the VA. We don't talk to anybody. It's just the client and us. There is a way forward from PTSD. I know some organizations you try to move it to PTSI, post-traumatic stress injury, but regardless, there is a way forward if you want to move forward, and we at 22-0 offer one of those avenues of treatment and healing for the community. We are hosting an event on April 18th. It's already set, April 18th. We've already partnered with Harley Davidson to provide the venue for us. We're bringing in two bands from Florida. They're gonna come play for the city. We're hoping to target, all of our audience, all of the abundant law enforcement officers that are here in the city of Laredo, the multitude of soldiers that we have that are deployed here to the border. That was another big reason why the organization agreed to even build a hub down here, was because the dense amount of law enforcement and military members that are in the community, right? And I'm a border patrol agent normally, right, on my day job, so I do a lot of peer coaching and counseling and things of that nature. So all that, it's all encompassing of what we're trying to accomplish in the community. I'll open it up for questions if you guys have any.
Any questions or comments from Mr. Rivas?
I have a question.
Yes,
for Mr. Rivas. Sir, where did this name come from? What does it mean?
So 22-0, it was, as Randy describes the 17 veterans a day that take their lives. It used to be 22, right? It used to be 22 veterans a day were taking their own lives, and that's a worldwide number. It's gone down, but the organization is still holding on to the 22. That's what they're named, so they're not going to change the name. But the drive is still the same, the purpose is still there, and what we're trying to accomplish.
So are you looking to add this organization to this committee?
Eventually, yes. We can have that conversation at a later time. Right now, my goal with this introduction is to just announce who we are, and hopefully we can become a more intricate members of this committee as well.
Well, certainly this committee will benefit by this organization without a doubt. Even if they're not, but if you are, we need to put it as an action item so that we can take it to the mayor and the city council.
I'll submit it as an action item at a later meeting.
Whenever you're ready. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We appreciate your work.
Any other questions?
Thank you so much. What was the date that you were looking at again?
April 18th.
April 18th. Okay.
Yes.
That way we can.
Yes. Hopefully, I'll keep announcing it. We do have a flyer that's it's a rough draft, but I'll put it out next meeting, and hopefully we can get the community out in numbers and
Yes.
raise awareness for this.
Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Everybody else? Thank you again, Mr.
All right.
Rivas.
Thank you for your time.
Got a question?
Yeah.
We have a question?
Yeah, but it's more for Randy. We were talking earlier about the 17, what is it? 17?
The 17 veterans that die by suicide every day. Yes.
Is that related? Same thing?
22-0 is like Mr. Rivas said, 22. I'm thinking that's the title that they named the organization, because back then it was 22 veterans that died by suicide every day. Again, 22, 1, it's still unacceptable, and we still need to fight for suicide prevention. So that's just a number, that the name of the organization, yeah. But for our event, we use 17. It's symbolic because we remember the 17 veterans that currently die by suicide every day, according to the VA, reporting what's called numbers. Yes. So.
Do you want to announce what the event's going to be?
I didn't put it on the thing. So if basically really quick, the Laredo Mud Fiesta 2.0 is an event to raise awareness for mental health and wellness and suicide prevention. I'm a firm believer that the best medicine out there is movement. So all the events that we've hosted, that getting the support from the city of Laredo, have been through movement and incorporating obstacles. We want the community to feel like if they're participating something bigger, not just, oh, I went to go run and that's it. No, you go, you do the course, like the Trail of Hope 5K, Remembering 17, supporting the many, the obstacles, everything's symbolic, everything. I want the people to understand and realize and feel that it's different. want them to make an impact, joining the community together, letting people know that they're not alone. You know, it's a hard battle as it is for people to speak up, and normalizing this conversation about suicide, hopefully will be the lifeline for someone. So the Laredo Mud Fiesta 2.0, we're gonna have two courses. The battle zone, that's gonna consist over 25 obstacles. It's gonna mimic, what we go through in real life. Life isn't always hard. We have times that we're running fast. There's gonna be times that it's gonna be a little bit difficult, but that's when you have people, community, to help each other out. There's going to be a section there, and I was talking to some of the veterans here. We're gonna have a section that's gonna it's gonna be the rally point. Us being veterans, being in the military, we know what a rally point is, where we gather ourselves, get a sit rep, and then continue with the mission. So that at the rally point in the battle zone, the purpose of it is for the community to take a breath, look around, feel, acknowledge the people that are beside them, knowing that they're not alone. Before they continue the mission, before they continue the battle zone, we're gonna have a sandbag with a 17 on it, remembering the 17, and dog tags hanging so they could tap it, so they could remember. We want to make an impact. It's not just about, I went through the mud. No, it's more than that. We're gonna have one of the big things that's gonna come back this year is the trench warfare. This year it's not gonna be filled with water like last year, but it's going to be muddy. We've all used the phrase at one time or another, talking about a person that's had it hard. We say, that person's been through the trenches. So we're gonna mock up a trench, have sandbags. It's gonna be muddy. It's gonna be difficult. But after getting out through the trenches, the hope is for people to feel like they've accomplished something. That if they've been through the trenches, there's always hope. The last station is going to be called Call Them Home, and that's just a sprint from the trench warfare. Exiting the trench warfare, you're going to sprint to the Call Them Home station, and we're going to have a station where you have to complete 17 squats. 17, again, that number, symbolic. We want people to know that there's 17 veterans that die by suicide every day. So completing 17 squats, each squat, we're gonna have signage that displays names of veterans that died by suicide. So if you have a family, friend, loved one, or know a veteran that died by suicide, say their name, remember them, call them home. That's the way that we want to have this event make a positive impact and get the people talking, bring the conversation to the table that you're not alone. So everything in the event is going to be symbolic, meaningful for our veterans and the broader community. It's not just about physical fitness. We are going to have organizations providing information on mental health and wellness, resources, music, food, and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a huge family event. One thing before I step off, now that I have this floor, I am looking for veteran organizations to I'm trying to make sure that I phrase it right. With this event that the city of Laredo is sponsoring, very supporting, advocating for veterans, I want to give veteran organizations a platform to fundraise directly to the source. For example, if I have organization A, B, C, I'm going to invite the community to, it's not a requirement, it's never a requirement, but give them the choice to donate to a veteran organization, because I know that veteran organizations here have needs, has expenditures that do a lot for our community. So it's not like if it's going straight to them and, it goes back to our veteran community, back to our Laredo community, helping out. So the idea is to have a FOB type area where there's veteran organizations are set up with camel netting, nice table, mocking it up, making it look, giving that military theme, veteran theme style, so it could be attracting to the community and see it like, hey, what organization is this? Oh yeah, I remember you, or you do this for our community. You want to challenge an awareness warrior for the 17 reasons 17 reasons challenge course? Yeah, go ahead. Then again, it's not a requirement, but we encourage the community to donate to any organization, the veteran organization of their choosing. So they could donate $1, $2, 5 cents. I don't mind running. I don't mind going through an obstacle course with a community member if it's going to give them encouragement to speak, encouragement to push forward, and getting them out of that depression. Because I do, and I keep saying it, depression ain't a moving target. So we gotta keep moving. What better way than together, stronger?
Let me, Randy, now that you mentioned that, a few years back, well, I've been friends with the American Valor organization, who is administered by the father, mother, and the brother of Chris Kyle, the American sniper.
Yes.
And we provided JetBlue North for a fundraiser, which they did, and they donated all that money that they raised back to the community in donations to some of the local veterans organizations here. I think BMW was one of them. I'm not sure, but that happened. You might try getting a hold of them, and maybe they'd like to join with you and do something like that. It is a national organization, and they're based out of Waco, Texas, I believe, or in that area. But I know that they bring wounded warriors or first responders to the ranch to hunt every year. They've been doing that for about 6, 7 years. That's just a
No.
organization that you might consider.
Thank you so much for that. And to be completely honest with you, there is a new foundation, nonprofit organization that I founded, and it's the Awareness Warriors Foundation. And our mission is that mental health, suicide prevention through movement. So there's great things coming to our community, and I'm so excited to start bringing it out and start sharing more of what they're all about. So I mean, this is just the beginning. So it's going to be great, and getting the veteran organizations, together for one purpose, for one mission, to stick together, to let people know that they're not alone. That's going to be great. So I thank you so much, Mr. Rocavella, for that information as well.
Well, thank you, Randy, and the rest of the organizations and warriors for doing what we can to improve the quality of lives of our warriors. That's, to me, our main goal here.
Yes.
If we can accomplish that and anything else, then it's gravy. But again, thank you for all you do, all of your organizations that are here. Thank you so much. Any other questions or comments?
Question.
Monday.
You mentioned there's going to be an event. Is that the same event that Randy was that you were talking about?
Eric, let's talk. Yes, it's going to be May 28th. Thank you. March 28th, 2026. And it's going to be as 0730. I will post. It's on draft. Sorry, Mr. Rivas, I used your wording there. It's on draft. The registration form for the event. The event's going to be free. Everything's free. There's, like I said, we give them option to donate, but it's completely free. We want people to get out of where they're at and move. Even if they're not participating in the event courses, get out and meet the community. Meet our community leaders. Meet the veterans. look at what they have, look at what they've done, and they continue to do, you know, positively impacting our community. So we encourage everyone to come. But the link will be provided once it's ready. And we're going through Eventbrite. So all the details, information and frequently asked questions will be on the website, on the registration website. I just need to publish it, but I need to, like I had mentioned, I need to attach the City of Laredo waiver of liability for those that are participating, and that's it. And then I'll start, you know, I'll go live. So.
Question?
Go ahead.
Will there be a chance, an opportunity to challenge somebody else? For example, if I want to challenge Mr. Segovia,
Yes,
For a dollar?
we will have the awareness warriors. We're gonna give the community a chance to challenge the awareness warriors. But if you want to challenge Mr. Segovia, then you two can run it. But I will still run and participate with you, because that's the whole point of that. Whether it be a challenge or not, for us, the awareness warriors, it's not about like, oh, I'm faster, I'm stronger, and I can win. No, it's about making sure that you can go through the obstacles and giving you that encouragement that you're not alone, that there's always someone there to help. So, yeah. So to answer your question, yes, you could challenge Mr. Segovia.
Make sure you get the waivers.
but he has to sign the waiver.
I'm glad that you're not challenging me, because I wouldn't make it through the door right now.
Alejandro Martinez, I heard that Alejandro Martinez would like to challenge you,
Oh, dale.
Mr. Alvarez.
There you go.
He has to strap his hand and take a cane.
Oh.
Can you do it?
Okay, those are some fighting words now. I don't want to be in the middle.
That's what it's
No,
all
but
about.
it is going to be like, you see how we're laughing. It's good. It's that great feeling, just laughter and, you know, the camaraderie that is being built and that will be created in events like these. And, you know, the 5K Remember Run, that's going to be an amazing run as well. And I'm so happy that things like things like these are coming to our community, and our community is starting to get more active, because again, depression does hate a moving target, and we got to get up to move.
Thank you very much. So there's going to be two events, one on the 18th of April, one on the 28th of March. And if I would like to emphasize 22-0, the number 22 is the title, but the number of veterans is going down. We want to go down to 0, from 22 down to 0 veterans.
That's why it's 22-0. 22
that's
used
the
to be
goal.
the number. 0 is where we want it at. 17 is the current number. 0 is where we want it at. So us being not tied, we didn't tie ourselves to 17 because of that. Because we want to continue to bring it down. That's why it's Awareness Warriors Foundation getting that number to 0.
We don't have to backpack the sandbag,
Do what?
the sandbag 17.
Oh, yeah, at the event, yes, because the current number is 17. So we want to make sure that people know and remember 17 veterans that die by suicide every day, currently.
Thank you much.
Yes.
Thank you, Randy. Anybody else? Questions, comments?
Yes, question,
sir.
sir. Randy, did you have the sandbag at the mud run last year? Because I
At
don't
the-
remember. I remember at the Father Magnovo Park, but not this one.
No, at the mud run, we did not have the sandbag. I wasn't in Laredo when the course was kind of being built. So when I got back, it was kind of like, oh, but it worked out. It's still good. But this year, there is going to be a sandbag. There's going to be log carries, and you're talking not just like a certain size. It's going to be random size log carries. There's going to be 17 tires that you have to. It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging, but doable. And especially with the community by your side, it's going to be amazing. And also, we're working on T-shirts. So I know that people love T-shirts. It's going to be military themed. So I'm encouraging everyone to dress up, participants to dress up camouflage, because we are going to give prizes for the best dressed couple for the, so it's going to be exciting, and it's free. Come on, it's free. And I thank everybody that's supporting though, because it is a lot of hard work and a lot of planning and stuff, but in the end, it's for our community.
Anybody else have questions, comments? Again, Randy, thank you so much. We
Yes, thank
appreciate
you.
your work. Next item on the agenda, we have action item. Item number 1, discussion with possible action regarding our bylaws and any matters incident thereto.
For the record, Gabriel Lopez, first and foremost, Mr. Roquevela, my thoughts and prayers on your speedy recovery, sir.
Thank you, sir.
So I brought this item up because I know, I guess this committee has been created, what, 5 years ago? Something like
In
that?
June, it'll be 5 years.
Yeah, so I don't think we ever had any bylaws, so I guess my question to you all, do we need bylaws or why are we not moving
Well,
forward?
let me try to answer that, Mr. Lopez.
Mhm.
You're correct. The actual committee has never come up with a set of bylaws. But I have been running these committee meetings based on the Robert Rules of Orders, similar or like the city council runs, so that we can have some kind of order, and I believe that we have accomplished that. However, we did have this item last month, and the city of Laredo staff is putting together a set of bylaws to recommend to us, and Marshall could probably speak a little bit better than I can on it, as to where it is. Maybe council member can also help us with that. And as soon as those are made available, it is our plan to bring it out to the committee and either adopt them, change them, improve them, delete, whatever. And we believe that it should be done by May, but the marshal and the council member might be able to shed more light on it.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am, but I was at a meeting, last meeting we were here, we were gonna wait for the city council to get together, which was gonna be maybe a week after we met here, because the city attorney were working on bylaws for all the committees throughout the city. We're not the only ones that do not have bylaws, so they were gonna create some bylaws, and once they were approved through city council, they were gonna be handed down to us, not just us, all the other committees, and then they were gonna tweak them, according to what the committee needed for their committee. You could tweak them, move them around. But what happened was that during that meeting, that item was tabled. There's council members that did not agree to approve those bylaws because they wanted to send it to a committee to work on them before. So it was tabled. That's why we didn't bring it today, because we don't have them. They didn't get approved throughout that council meeting, and maybe they're working on them as we speak, and I don't know if they're gonna be in the next council meeting, but it did get tabled so they could work on them before they make it to us. But that doesn't mean we cannot come up with any. We had a subcommittee here that was gonna work on them. It was like 5 or 6 of us that were in that subcommittee, and it didn't happen. So now we were waiting for these to come down through city council, and well, like I said, that was tabled. I don't know, Ms. Fierro, I think I have the story somewhat correct, right?
Correct, and it's another item we need to follow up on. But I do agree that all committees need to,
Okay,
But to answer your question, Mr. Lopez, hopefully it was answered.
certainly.
And this committee has tried to come up with bylaws. Like Marshall was saying, a subcommittee was enacted some time back to be able to come up with some bylaws to be presented to this committee. For whatever reason, why so many subcommittees or even committees? I mean, even the city of Laredo that has so many committees, they don't stand to the record that we have, that we meet every single month, with exceptions of some cancellations. And I think that there's some, if I remember correctly, there's some committee meetings that they don't follow the schedule. So
Right.
we can be proud of that, and we will continue to get the bylaws done.
Thank you much.
Thank you, sir.
Question,
Yes, sir.
we encouraged all the groups to submit their bylaws so we could tweak what bylaws we can come to an agreement with. But not all the groups have bylaws to submit.
So what's your question?
The question is, if every group that's in this group submits their bylaws, we can look at them. They didn't.
Well, that was gonna be part of the subcommittee that was created, about a year or so, a couple of years ago.
I think what you're talking about, Mr. Alvarez, is, I think that was part of the discussion to have that request on the bylaws. My memory is still good.
If I remember correctly, it was last month, I think that there was a motion made that we would wait until the city of Laredo proposed their
Right.
bylaws, and then we can tweak it by deleting, adding, and that's probably the best way to do it. But I believe that there was a motion and that was approved, that passed, to do that.
Okay,
I could be
roger that.
wrong, but I believe that we did take that action to wait, on the creation of the bylaws for this committee until the city of Laredo would present their version of it, and then we can tweak it.
Roger. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Jesus Rivas for the record. What was tabled was the blanketing of these bylaws for all the committees that didn't have bylaws. Was that the motion, ma'am? But those bylaws are still available, I would assume. Could we as a committee go ahead and accept those bylaws and tweak them as we go?
That's basically what the marshal said a little
So
while ago.
they tabled the blanketing, but, you know, that doesn't prevent us from reaching out and go ahead and grabbing those bylaws and taking them.
I could request them. I don't know they're gonna release it to me because it hasn't been approved through the city council yet. So, cause even last month when we were here, Dominguez and I went upstairs to speak with the attorney. And like, no, just go ahead and wait. There's gonna be some they're gonna be coming out and then you're gonna get them. He didn't know at the time that it was gonna get tabled. So it did get tabled, so I'm not sure if he's gonna wanna release those bylaws because they're not approved.
Well, and I'm following up with him as we speak, so as soon as we have an update,
Okay,
we'll share.
So pending of the availability of these bylaws, would we be able to accept them as a committee?
Well, they're gonna be handed to us, and then we're gonna look as a group, as the committee, and we're gonna, change anything we like, we don't like, if we like something or you wanna add. Like the attorney said, I forgot the phrase he said, that not every committee has the same shoe size or something like that. He said
I
something
mean,
like that.
I get the analogy, yes.
So, he's gonna give it to us, we're gonna tweak them to our likings, it's gonna get voted on. And then,
So just for the record, also, you're gonna request a copy of those bylaws and see if they
I-
release them, and then we
She's
can, we can work as a
communicating.
committee.
she's communicating with them.
Right, maybe we can get something before the meeting's over. Thank you, Mr. Rivas. Anybody else? Any questions? Thank you. Next item on the agenda, we have discussion with possible action to propose recognition with a plaque from the committee to Mr. Gonzalez for his 20-plus years of advocating for veterans with ESGR.
For the record, Gabriel Lopez, yeah, I proposed this item because, I guess the first time I met Mr. Gonzalez was back in '97, when I used to take the Cat Force recruits to the National Guard, because that's where we used to test them. And that's where I met him, so I know he's been involved with veterans activities all these years, and even when after I retired from the military, I worked with him on many issues. In fact, I am a recipient of the Seven Flags award that he gives out. So, I mean, everywhere I go, I see him. He's always advocating for not only for transitional service members, but veterans, spouses, you know, even children. So the work that he does has been unstoppable, has been dedicated. He's always available to any TSM or any veteran. So I think it will be a great gesture from this committee to ask the city of Laredo to give us a plaque, and then this Veterans Committee will present it to him if all my colleagues approve that item. Like I said, I don't need to buff up his resume or Mr. Gonzalez. We all know him for a long time, and he's always around, so I leave it up for a vote for you all. Thank you.
Who's gonna make the presentation?
It was a motion to do it. Chair.
Oh, and motion, yeah.
Yeah, if you want.
Okay, we have a motion to honor Mr. Gonzalez for 20 years plus of advocating for veterans' welfare. Do I have a?
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those against, nay. Motion passes. Thank you, Mr. Lopez. Before we adjourn, like it's been our custom to, because of during the meeting and we're discussing so many items and subjects, that something comes up to our mind, and this is the time to be able to come up to the podium and speak about whatever you think that we should add to this committee's agenda next month, as long as it's related to the improvement of the quality of life of our warriors. If anybody has anything,
I do.
yes, sir.
For the record, Gabriel Lopez, this item I'm gonna, well, if it's okay with everybody, I would like to invite, there's another committee that I serve, is the Laredo Homeless Committee, in which we discuss the population of the homeless veterans and what we can do for them. I think it will be a great idea if I invite them to come over and present how many, as we stand right now, there's, I believe it's 4 homeless veterans in the city of Laredo. So I will do that next meeting and invite them to give us a presentation of what they do.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez.
And then
Questions?
one more item. If you all have anybody that is looking for employment and doesn't have transportation, Uber has an app in which you can download it, register on it, and they can take you to work for 2 weeks. And also Uber, if I'm not mistaken, has partnered up with the VA, Uber and Lyft, to take veterans to the VA clinics. So that's information.
Question, sir.
Yes, sir. Marshall.
Mr. Lopez,
Yes, sir.
question. Those 4 veterans that you're talking about, have you told them about the tiny homes project?
Yes,
that we have?
yeah,
They're
know.
signed up?
Yeah, this 4 that we have right now, as of last month, we were having issues with their eligibility and their documentation, and Ms. Cristal also is aware of that, right?
Thank you, Mr. Lopez.
Crystal Cavido for the record, just to piggyback off of what Mr. Lopez said about the Uber for the VA. We do have a partner with the VA. Uber does partner with us. However, there is requirements and a process. It has to be a consult through your provider. There are certain requirements in order to get that Uber voucher. So if you do need that, please get with your providers. They could explain exactly the requirements and how to go about that. But we are partnered up with Uber. Not everybody qualifies, but there is a lot of requirement qualification, and the providers and our staff could actually kind of walk you through the process for that.
Thank you, Crystal. Any questions, comments? I have 3 things that I'd like to discuss in this segment. First off, on behalf of my family and I want to thank all the warriors that pulled double duty during the last 3 weeks that I have been in the hospital and became prayer warriors. Your prayers were inspirational to me and my family, and we will forever be grateful. It's been a tough 3 weeks, but we're still here. But at the same time, it brought back something that we have been talking about for some time. The lack of money to be able to do many things to improve the quality of life of our veterans. Some of you talk about it a little bit, and I want to just expound on it a little bit also. And that goes to my other subject that I have. It's one that I spoke about for sometime last month, and that's the museum. There's $5.5 million earmarked to build that museum with the VSO office there. When we have so many needs in our warrior community, to be able to use that money to improve the quality of life, And this committee voted against that location, and I believe there was only one organization that voted against it, and they haven't been present here for the last year or so. So, if you, the Veterans Service Organizations and your membership, want that, so be it. But if you believe that that $5.5 million can be better put to use for the improvement of our quality of life of the warriors, then please don't let me fight this fight by myself. Take it to the Commissioner's Court, to whoever you need to talk to about how we can use that money to be able to improve the quality of life of our veterans. And that's really all I have to say, but I think that we had a healthy discussion last month and before that. So there's a lot of reasons why they're doing that. But I can tell you that anything created by man can be changed by man to improve the quality of life of our citizens. The other thing I want to talk about is the tiny homes, and congratulations to the city of Laredo and the staffs that put it together and made it happen. But still, we're disappointed because we did not accomplish our mission as this committee. We, as this committee, tried to have this tiny home project for our homeless veterans, our homeless warriors, in conjunction with the city of Laredo. The tiny home for homeless veterans has been a subject that's been talked about and brought to light by several organizations. Mr. Lopez is one. Your former commander for the VSW brought it up to this committee among the other members, and it is this committee that made this particular project come to life. And then, when it was supposed to have been for the homeless veterans, at the end of the day, they left us out and never even told us that they were going to leave us out. And later they did, and I understand that. But when they had national recognition for this project, which is well-deserved, never was it mentioned that it was this committee that brought it to life and made it happen. And basically, hopefully we can, in another day, have a project like this that will help our veterans, our warriors. So again, if you feel that that $5.5 million that they're going to spend on by the own architect of the county says that it was going to take a lot of work and a lot of money to restore that particular building, which has been declassified from the Registry of Historical Sites. So again, that's all I have, Ralph. Thank you for your time, and we can't thank you enough for your prayers. God bless all of you. Anybody else?
Motion to adjourn?
Entertain motion to adjourn? Second. I have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Thank you so much.